Alright, Amazon fishing lure kit for a spinning lure. This is what I ordered. Probably have a pretty bad glare, but I can't even pronounce the name of this. But it's a 140 piece DIY kit. And I thought, man, for, a lure being $6, $7 each, maybe a kit is the way to go. This is one I just made about 20 minutes ago. This is a Panther Martin. They look very close. If you look, you got a tiny bead head on this. I put a larger bead head on that and a smaller one because it will spin for a really long time. I don't know how well this one spins. Pretty good, but not as good as this cheap one, which is kind of nice. So anyway, even the body structure is very reminiscent of a Panther Martin, and it did come with silver and gold. I tried to buff this too to make it pop a little better because I felt like the metal's dull, but it wouldn't buff any shinier. So they probably don't make the best quality. But I mean, for 14 bucks, I thought I'd give it a shot, and I am definitely going to be testing this in a fishing video that I'll be putting out. And hopefully in a week or two. I've got family coming up next weekend, so you will see that video in probably the next couple weeks. Don't judge me on this. I just tried to hit that with some nail polish. It didn't come out the best. The color looks pretty nice though. Maybe I'll paint my nails later. So anyway, what's in the kit? Again, this did not come with the kit. It came in, all of this came in bags. Tiny little plastic bags, and so I just had this laying around, threw everything in it so it's all organized. You can see we got that one, which is the same thing that I used there, and we've got this one here. The gold only comes in the shorter, I guess, body or whatever you would call it. But I suppose you could stack two together. So anyway, we're going to make one of these. Oh, also with the blades. Came with these ones with little indentations, which gave me the idea to put some nail polish on it, but I didn't have a detail brush, so I just kind of blobbed it right on. But I'm thinking I'm going to use, let's make one here. Let's use this gold blade here. And we'll grab one of these little lure wires. Also, the hooks in the kit are the types of hooks you would buy like with a real beginner like tackle set that are, they're just not going to be great. So I have a comparison here between the two. This one is an Eagle Claw, much nicer, and this one is who knows, but you can definitely tell the difference. This one also is shinier, so might entice a hit where a duller one may not. So what we're going to do is grab our wire. I am really struggling here. Oh dear. Alright, here we go. So to make one of these, thread this guy on first, give it a tug or a push, whichever works for you. It's a little tough. Let's grab our needle nose here. The tools required to make this, wow, that's really good. We're just going to bend this guy open. There we go. So you only need two tools. I suppose you could do everything with this cheap pair of needle nose, but these guys make it a lot easier to snip the parts. So let's go with, because I put a larger hook on, we're going to go with another one of these guys. We're going to thread that guy down. And you got to squeeze this to get this on there. That little tab, if you look on this one, which might be very hard to see, but that little piece is bent over the lure. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but that wire is bent, and that is to make it really hard to pull that wire and this hook off. Alright, so my camera's doing weird stuff. Alright, so anyway, we want, when we make this, we want to bend that little wire over the body, so I'm going to start by doing that. So we're going to make sure that's seated all the way down, and it looks like it is. Grab our needle nose. And I don't know how easy this is going to be. So I think what I'm going to do is slide this down. Squeeze the bottom. I might just leave it because I don't know how to do this. Without hooking myself. Yeah, I think we're going to clip that. Find it really hard to believe. That I'm going to manage to catch a fish large enough to pull all of that through. Just don't think it's going to happen. Maybe I should hang something off of it. See how many pounds I could take. I bet it'll take at least 15 pounds, no problem. We'll try that. Okay, so we're going to go with gold bead again. So grab our gold bead. We're going to thread that guy on there. Looks like that. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll go with a silver, one of these guys, and this gold blade. So you're going to slide this through the bottom. Slide this guy, how would that go? So yeah, like this. So the dip, the bowl would be through the bottom. Then you slide the rod through it. Okay. That looks good. And now, they say to go up 1/4 inch. So we're going to go right here. That should be good. And then you bend it around and kind of over and down. So down like this. And don't slip off. You might hook yourself like I just almost did. Pull it up like this. I'm going to go a little proud with it. And then with a nice tight grip, we're going to circle around. And again, I'm kind of putting force upwards as I'm doing this. Not crazy though, I don't want to overlap it. And you want to go twice. 2 full twists around this guy. Okay. And then we're going to get nice and close here. As close as I can. I got to make sure I'm not pinching off with the blade rest in. And there's your lure. And we've got to have at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to make about 14, 15 lures for $14. And had I not been explaining it, that would have gone a whole lot faster. So I got 2 separate ones I made. And that is what these guys look like. I put a tiny little bead head on that guy. Might be able to see it right there, little guy. I had, in my mind, of course, more faith in something that looks like this kind of a setup. instead of a whole bunch of beads in behind or in front or smaller or whatever. To me, that seems most natural. You got a bug body and you got a bug head. Doesn't make it, I mean, maybe there's a better combination like this guy here with maybe, you know, one of these colors on the body, maybe some stripes. I don't know. But pretty cool for 14 bucks. You can make, you know, it's basically $1 a lure, I suppose, is really the way to look at it. And the quality seems to be there because it spins a long time. So what I'm going to do, I don't usually do reviews. That's not my thing. I kind of started this channel by doing reviews, but that's only because I have plans to go fishing. And it is really interesting that you can make your own lures for that cheap. Again, the hooks are trash. I don't trust these hooks at all. I would definitely suggest, I mean, if you were to break the hook off, you could always use one of those mini key rings and a hook after it or whatever, but I would say I would definitely use a better hook. Alright, now to make sure that I'm somehow not going to pull that bar through, because again, I did not do this little, whoops, this little twist here at the bottom. We're going to see how much that can take. So I got a scale. Okay, so I got this scale here, and I'm going to grab this guy. That looks good. And this will tell us everything we need to know for durability. Actually, I'm going to go through this little deal here that I made. And then we're going to pull on it. And we're going to see how it goes. Alright, here we go. I'm going to give her the... Oh, I'm already bending it. Oh. Alright. So it did not pull through with 17 pounds of force. And I luckily didn't ding up all my barbs. Alright, so that's... I mean, that's probably a nice feature, but I don't know if that's necessary because I haven't caught a 17-pound trout out of the river around here ever, and I don't think anybody has. But it is good to know if it's going to be strong enough, because you obviously don't want to lose your fish. Alright, so anyway, that's your Amazon lure kit for 14 bucks. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And I would also really appreciate it if you look for my video in the future where we try these things out. I'm going to go to a lake that's full of all, you know, variety of fish. It is where the days are getting cooler, but I'm sure we can still pull fish out of the lake. So I will go ahead and post that for you guys in the future. Anyway, this is the $14 Amazon lure kit.